everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa v3. Killing Harmony Blind in the last one. We finished up investigating the new areas. And, yeah. In the meantime, I went and collected those Monokumas, and, yeah, well, we got to check out Shuichi's lab, the computer room, and I almost forgot, we have to look at Gonta and Miyu's rooms. Just to get that optional dialogue, and then we can do our free time events with Maki roll. And hopefully get well, yeah, no, I think it's a no-brainer. We will get to the Love Hotel event today. Exciting stuff, I know. But yeah. See, I'm gonna start with Himiko, though, I guess. What are you doing out here, Himiko?
There's only 7 of us. No wonder the dining hall feels so big now.
Oh. No, I'm sorry, sweet pea. We've already maxed you out. I'm just curious as to why you're standing outside of Shuichi's lab. I don't know, maybe guarding it, considering the whole, poisons thing. Any dialogue for in here? Nah, nothing for in here. I kind of didn't think there would be. It's not as if we pointed out the poison when we came in here. Well, the specific poison. Obviously, we pointed out that there was poison in his lab, just not, like, the specific poison that, let's say Kokichi used. No, he did not. Miyu used. Also, yeah, there's no longer creepy music in here during free time, which really upsets me, considering the amount of free time events I had to end on this floor. I'm mad. I'm mad about it. Although it did fit quite well with Miyu. Miyu's body is gone. She and Gonta are gone. As is just about everything else that was in here. Thingy's not even red anymore, it's green. If this computer weren't here, Miyu never would have planned a murder. I know I shouldn't think like that, but I can't help it. Well, I don't know, you say that, Shuichi, but Miyu was sort of at the end of her rope, I think. And if that flashback we got was any indication, right? Where it was like, Miyu, when she went to confront Kokichi, she was like, oh, I need to get out. The world would be worse off without me. I kind of feel like she was... she was too far gone at that point. You could sort of see that in Chapter 4, I think. Like, during dining hall scenes, too. Like, when we first got the flashback light. Was it Humanity Deserves Damnation? Or some shit like that? I think you could sort of tell that she'd slipped too far, unfortunately. Oh, poor girl. I mean, we sort of knew that she was quite weak emotionally, right? Like, we've done her free time events. We've miraculously done her Love Hotel scene. We sort of know this about her, right? We know that she's a very weak, vulnerable person, but yeah, it's always sad to see someone in Danganronpa slip to that point, I mean, it wasn't like how Taka slipped, obviously, but I still I do pity her quite a lot. I mean, obviously it helps that in both those examples I really like the character, but there she is. Oh, no, wrong button. Shit. Never managed to get over that, have I? Miyu, you were so troublesome, even at the very end. But still, you didn't have to die. You didn't deserve to die like that, Miyu. Yeah. Gonta.
Gonta, you were so kind. You always try to help us in your own strange way. But I sacrificed you. The secret of the outside world you discovered. A horrible truth. To save us from that, you were willing to kill.
Yeah, but don't worry, Shuichi. I mean, I know it feels like you did, but you didn't sacrifice him. That ball's in Kokichi's court. I mean, sure, if you want to look at it like that, yeah, you did sacrifice Gonta. But otherwise, you could have sacrificed every other life here, you know? As painful as the world outside is, I'm sure, especially for Gonta to think that killing everyone is the best option. I don't know. Maybe it's naive to think that there's always a way. But, like, if the Danganronpa 1 cast could come through and survive, you know, in their world, I'm sure we could do it, you know. And even if we didn't leave, even if we stayed here for the rest of our lives, you know, that wouldn't, like. Point is, I just don't think it's worth ending our lives over, you know. As I've sort of said this before, right, with like Sakura or whatever, I never think taking your own life is the answer. You know, I think perhaps the only way I could potentially justify that is in like Gundam's case. But that's also because he doesn't just, as it were, lay down and die. Like, he fights for it. He sets up the murder sort of like with the intent of helping everyone else, but I mean, if he wins, he wins. That's the way of the animal world, right? But obviously, he didn't put up too much of a fight after he was caught out because, you know, he still wanted everyone to escape and be free and to not waste their lives, like, dying in vain. Whatever. It's kind of hard to talk about this without, like, I don't know, writing down my feelings on it. You know, just off the cuff, it doesn't really work. For me, anyway.
It's no use. I wouldn't even know what to say to him.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I finished your free time events last chapter then, Kaito. Oh, Maki, where are you? I know you're in here. There you are. Hey, Maki Roll. Other best friend, how you doing?
He tries to look cool by calling himself a hero. But whenever he does something reckless, we have to clean up after him. Should I hang out with Maki for a while?
Absolutely.
You need to take care of him, okay? That's your job as his sidekick. No, I'm not his sidekick. It's just hard to talk to him right now.
Alright, Shuichi, don't... What? God damn it! Kokichi has done this! Kokichi is responsible for fucking up this wonderful friendship. I mean, thank God it isn't just a two-man thing, you know? At least we have Maki. And I don't just mean we as in Shuichi. I mean both Kaito and Shuichi still have Maki. It's not as if they're now... You know, their only relationship is now over, but... And she does, like, connect them together, so...
Maki and I grew a little closer today.
So at least we have this, but... Alright. Actually, thinking about it, I don't know what to really give Maki. I don't know. The only thing I can really think of is maybe, like, some workout stuff. Yeah, we do have the punching bags. Would she like the hand grips, maybe? I don't know. It's probably worth a try. I mean, we're sort of at the end, right? It doesn't really... It doesn't matter. I can't finish her free time events. I can barely start them, but, sure. I'll give it to her.
You must not worry a lot if you're giving presents in a situation like this. Well, it's not like I mind. I'll take it.
I can't tell if that was good or not. Well, it was good enough. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Cool. I have 10 of those. I'll try the punching bag anyway. But, yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Maki. You're an assassin, correct? I already said that several times. Detectives really are more skeptical than necessary. I've even, told you stories already. Dumb fuck. Sorry, Maki. It just, I could have done these earlier before you were really talking about it. You're one of my few options in Chapter 3, that's all I'm saying. Well, it's part of my job. Anyway, I was wondering how you did your work. I've never heard of assassins working together, but she couldn't be working alone. Wouldn't assassin organizations disband after they become known? Well, that is true. If you want to know my job, and I don't mind talking about it, it won't be a problem. Maki's voice was confident, but she swiftly averted her gaze. Have you heard of the Holy Salvation Army?
Uh-oh. Salvation Army. No, that's not... That's not quite right.
Have you heard of the Holy Salvation Society? No, that's the first I've heard of it. And of course, a normal person would have no affiliation to any cults.
Oh, shit. I mean, we've sort of heard a little bit about this, right? That she's, part of it. Well, she was recruited by an organization. I didn't realize we were a fucking cult. Jesus. Maybe I should have done these in Chapter 3. Oh, man, would that have worked? Would that have worked out if I just did Maki's? No, I was gonna say, maybe would I have been able to do Maki, Miyu, Himiko, and Kaito's? But no, because I hadn't actually started Miyu's yet, had I? So yeah, no, I wouldn't have been able to. And, save Himiko for this chapter? Yeah, no, I wouldn't have been able to. I don't think. We do... I had 2 more Kaito. We have, 4... No, I don't think I would have been able to. I'm not gonna sit here and do the maths.
A cult? What does that have to do with your assassinations, though? That's the assassin organization I belong to. Sorry, assassination. You belong to a cult? Even though you're a detective, you're pretty slow.
Yeah, come on, Shuichi, even I got that one.
It's a new cult, and behind the scenes it trains assassins.
That sounds made up.
Sure, whatever. It's real. The founder is the boss of the organization, and all staff are part of it. The clients ask for consultation, and the fee is a donation. That's how it's set up. The other believers don't matter. They're there for the founder. I'm not sure of the details.
Oh. Oh, okay. So it's not like she's in the cult, but she's not in the cult. You know what I mean?
I can't believe it. A cult like that exists in our country?
I mean, that is very a conspiracy theory sort of cult, isn't it? But I mean, you might be surprised. I guess both Shuichi and audience, cults are numerous and usually quite open about existing. But of course, by the very definition of a cult, you could say something like basic religion is cultish, just under a different name, but it fits the same definition. I think generally cults are more so, at least by the general public, just sort of considered a bad thing, right? You know? That tends to be the differential, I think, in just the public eye.
Well, it's fine. They disguise it so those things aren't revealed to the public. When you hear about a cult, it makes you want to stay away, right? Well, yes, it does give off that impression. Being shady like that is just a cover-up for illegal things like assassinations.
That's actually, that's a clever way to put it, actually, I suppose. Like, oh, cult? No, I don't want to get involved with that. But it's not like necessarily, cults aren't illegal, really. They can be dangerous, but that doesn't mean they are. But, like, most people are like, oh, cult, weird, back away. But it's like, anyone who gets pulled into the cult, they can, well, not necessarily pulled in either, because it's like if you set it up or whatever. You just get down to business, and most people just stay away, because it's a, oh, weird, cult. I'm too cool to be brainwashed. Because, by the way, literally anyone can be indoctrinated into a cult, It's pretty common belief that, you have to be of low intelligence or education to be suckered into a cult. But it really isn't like that. It's, again, like religion. If you aren't religious and then you just choose to become religious, oftentimes it's just if the message someone is speaking speaks to you, oftentimes for humans, that's enough. And like that, admittedly, I think, there's also, like, the, slight bias towards people who are, like, emotionally vulnerable. Like, in that moment, they're, like, mentally a little more vulnerable to being swept up by something that sounds appealing. But, like, anyone at any time can just be like, oh, yeah, I agree with that. Let's join cults. But, you don't think of it as a cult when you're in the cult, Not to say that I am in a cult, but, I'm not that knowledgeable on this sort of thing, but, I know a bit about it.
As a society, the cult is pretty normal, and it hasn't caused any trouble either. Aside from the assassinations and all that. The boss and the staff actually don't believe in their god.
That's pretty common. That's more of like a con scheme than a cult, but I mean, it's like the con scheme is, it like builds up the cult. Not that they believe in it, but like, yeah.
But they haven't been punished for their sins. God really doesn't exist in this world. Her tone was neither demeaning nor cold, just her usual Maki kind of dismissive. She sounded as if she just accepted that's the way things are. Then I assume you're a devotee in this cult?
Nah, I don't think so.
Of course not. It may seem that way since I'm affiliated with the cult, but... Wait, can't you figure that out without thinking? Are you sure you're a detective? Well, that's true. I suppose she couldn't be. There are several assassins besides me, but no one is devout. We don't really get along with each other anyway, so I wouldn't know. So you don't share that kind of information with each other? Of course not. When the time comes, assassins will be cut and disposed of.
Yeah. I mean, not to take pity on, people who make a living out of murder, but, you're the easy one to scapegoat. But, as much as it is like that, I can't really blame Maki, can I? I can't be like, yeah, you suck, you hired killer. You kill for money. Because she sort of didn't have a choice, right? And, like, the choice that she made was to protect her orphanage rather than, yeah, I want to do this. Of course, that, you know, that doesn't mean it's morally right for her to kill, but, you know, I can't condemn her for it.
Her tone hadn't changed. She's just accepted it. What did I say to put her into that state of mind?
I don't know, man. I kind of think that's just how Maki is. Because we saw this in chapter 2. Well, no, I guess it was more chapter 3 than chapter 2, right? But, like, Maki just sort of accepted that she was, you know, she's the assassin. She's a bad person. And, like, Kaito sort of picked up on that as well, right? I think Maki's just at a point in her life, understandably, where it's like, yep, this is just how things are. I just have to fucking deal with it. And I get it. I get it for Maki. She's to say she's had a tough life, I think is underselling it a little bit. You know, it's kind of just hit me looking at that right there. This is her first free time event, but I already feel like I know so much about her because she's been so, like, prevalent in the story. Or not even the story, really, just in, like, well, no, because I was talking about this last episode, right? And, like, the story is, like, the character stuff this time around. So, like, yeah, she's been pretty major in the story. So, yeah, I mean, you don't get this very often, do you? Where it's like, you can not necessarily fully understand a character, but, like, you reach the peak of you liking them without necessarily having to do their free time events. Like, for Maki to be, like, second, third best girl, and I haven't done her free time events, that's pretty good. You know, the only other character I can really think of off the top of my head where it was like, oh, I really like this character, like, without doing those, is probably Shuichi? Arguably Toko? Because, I mean, like, I did do her free time events, but I was like, you know, I really liked her before I finished them. I just understood her a bit better afterwards. Which is sort of like the same thing I was like with Hiyoko. Yeah, no, I think Maki's kind of in a unique situation there, eh? I guess, in a way, Kaito also has that sort of thing, because, like, you didn't learn too much about him in his free time events. It was more so, like, supporting what we already knew, which is what I've said a number of times about his free time events.
Still a bit dazed by Maki's incredible stories, I return to my room.
Yeah, I don't really blame you though. Finding out one of your best friends is a cultist is you know, it's not something you wake up thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn that today. Well, not that she is a cultist, but that she's a part of one.
What should I do?
Well, we're gonna motherfucking hang out with Maki Roll again, but not before we check out her report card. Okay, Maki Roll. There you are, next to Himiko. Ah, you two wonderful people.
Maki belongs to a cult-like society of assassins. If anything happens to her, she will never be able to return.
Well, I mean, yeah. Alright, Maki. Where the fuck are you? You still tailing Kaito? Nope, you're not. You're outside in the courtyard. Or in the lower courtyard? I don't know. I don't actually know what it's called. I would like to leave, yes. Come on, come on, come on! Maki! Maki! Courtyard. I get. Is it still just the courtyard? Not necessarily the lower courtyard. I feel like it probably is just still the courtyard. Yeah, it's just still the courtyard. Is that her there? There. Yeah, it is. Hey, Maki Roll!
I wonder, why would a gopher project documents in Kaito's research lab?
I don't know. There may be a reason for it. there may not be. It might just be because that's like the highest room. You know, so it's the last place we go to. Because, I mean, it was, all things considered, it's supposed to be, like, the last place we go to, right? Because, based on what Monokuma was saying, the Exasol Hangar is sort of like the place you aren't supposed to go, but it's there. Sort of like the rooms on the 4th floor in Danganronpa 1. Like, Headmaster's office, tech room.
Should I hang out with Maki for a while? Yeah. Monokuma must have put them there for a reason. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, is there anything else we missed? We should check again.
Oh yeah! Shuichi and Maki back investigating together.
Maki and I investigated Kaito's lab one more time.
Good cop, bad cop, buddies. Yeah, I really like these two as like a detective pair. I really enjoyed Chapter 3's investigation. Where's that fucking punching bag? There it is. Yep, same dialogue. I think. Damn it, I've already kind of forgot.
Hey, Maki. I noticed all those weapons in your lab. Do you know how to use them all? Yeah. Don't doubt me. Whoa, did I upset her again? Sorry. I'm sorry. Did I ask something wrong? Not really. I just think it's strange that you keep asking me irrelevant questions. Depending on the situation, my weapons change, but I know how to use them all, and I will use them on you if the time comes. I think that was a do you want to die sort of threat, but, should I be concerned, Maki? If you keep asking irrelevant questions, maybe. Oh, God! Oh, is that right? I imagine stealthy weapons when I think of assassinations. That's true. We use those too, but I mostly have knives. Also, poison, sniper rifles, jujitsu, bombs. Bombs? For an assassination? Okay. A warning kill has to be flashy. I've turned Jesus! I've turned a 5-story building into a 4-story one before. You can control an explosion to destroy just one floor? That's pretty fucking impressive, Maki. I'm a little more afraid of you now than I was before. Oh dear God. How frightening. No wonder she's the ultimate assassin. It's rare to be that flashy, though. Normally disposing one target is enough.
Yeah, sort of. And when you're a cult-like business, right? I suppose you're gonna want to have some people gone as well. But of course, you know, also people can come over and be like, "Hey, can you get rid of some of these people for me?" You know. I guess in that respect, she's not too different. Assassin cults like this aren't too different from the Yakuza. Hey, it's like I mean, it's not as if you can just walk up to some Yakuza and be like, "Hey, can you kill this guy for me? I'll give you some money," and then they'll do it. But it is organized crime, which could include sort of like assassin. Well, you probably wouldn't be as nice and subtle as an assassination attempt, but it'd probably just be some straight up murder. But...
So, what kind of people have you assassinated? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Well, I only know about assassinations from movies and stuff, so, I kind of only know that you kill businessmen, I guess. This will disappoint you, but I don't kill only bad people.
Yeah, that it's just kind of how it is when you're an assassin.
Yeah. I kill anyone on my orders list. It doesn't matter who the person is. Well, I suppose that's just the way it is. I see. But I've also had to dispose of people who I knew well. Huh? Like who? Okay. Friends from school.
Oh, Jesus! Friends? Why would you have to do that?
The daughter of a Yakuza leader.
Oh, shit! Speaking of the Yakuza.
She was the child of a mistress with no ties to the gang. Her father loved her very much, which was why she was seen as dangerous. The Yakuza's elites decided to have her removed in case rival groups used her.
What? But she didn't do anything wrong!
Yeah, but I did as ordered.
Well, arguing why, I think, is not the right call here. I kind of like this last one, you know? As much as a burden as that is on the psyche, I think that's how you should go about it, you know? For someone like Maki. Like, killing someone who maybe you don't even want to, but you kind of have to, you know, just because it's the way of your world, as it were. And I don't like the middle one as much. I think it just feeds into Maki's worst habit. You know, the accepting things are the way they are and nothing will change.
Just make sure you don't forget her. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't have time to remember every face I killed.
Yeah, you're right. But someone like that, you know. Granted, it is also, you know, a Yakuza child. They are part of organized crime, but, you know, I'm considering the whole friends from school thing. Yeah, I assume she probably wasn't that involved with it. Then again, Fuyuhiko.
But I actually do remember her. Is this? No, it's nothing. You may think it's unreasonable to kill someone on the account of other people, but everyone does what they can to live. You, me, and everyone I've murdered. I kill, but I can also be killed. That's all.
The cold and indifferent Maki had been overwhelmed by words. I'd never seen that happen before. I couldn't think of anything to say. Yeah, I feel like that's one of Maki's big problems, right? The sort of thing that Kaito wants to help her overcome. That, like, she accepts that things just are the way they are. She can't do anything about it. It's just how things happened. And, you know, I don't want to sound like a shitty motivational speaker, but it's like, sometimes you just gotta try, you know? Try and make that change. Of course, yeah, not as if this can really apply to any of you, I'm sure, but in Maki's situation, that's really difficult, right? Like, fucking up, as we sort of know, would be really bad for her, and, like, the whole reason she's even a part of the cult, like, it would go up in flames. She's been made the way she is for nothing if she fails. And you know, I feel like that probably hurts her a lot as well. That, like, she didn't have to become this. You know, we sort of talked about that as well earlier. Like, I'm sure Maki believed that she didn't have to become cold-blooded assassin lady, but, you know, and if everything around her falls apart because she fucks up her job, then, you know, on top of the fact that the orphanage probably goes under, she was made this way for nothing in the end, you know? Yeah, no, I feel like at her core, Maki's still quite, maybe not soft-hearted, but I think she's still quite kind-hearted, you know? Sort of like, you know, what we've seen with her relationship with Shuichi in particular, I think. She's obviously concerned for Kaito and his health as well. But, like, Shuichi in particular, I think she's been exceptionally nice to. I don't know, a part of me maybe wonders if Maki can relate to Shuichi a little bit. In, like, the sense of that, you know, he's that sort of weak kind of guy. Certainly at the start of the game, he sort of had this, like, I can't do anything. It's just the way things are sort of mentality. And I think Maki can see that, and we've sort of discussed this as well, right? Like, right near the beginning of the game, that Shuichi's feelings of inadequacy and, like, things are terrible come from his job, like, as a detective. Like, being a detective makes Shuichi hurt. And that's quite prevalent right now as well. So maybe Maki can relate to him a little bit there. Maybe that's why she's exceptionally nice to him. Like, you know, the whole you're Shuichi Saihara before you're a detective sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know, it might be reaching a little bit. That's sort of one of my more out there observations, but you know, I can kind of see it.
Staggering from the weight of Maki's story, I returned to my room.
Are we gonna have a nighttime scene? I have a feeling Kaido's not gonna show up for training. Or no, who knows? Maybe Shuichi won't turn up. Or if they do, it'll be extremely awkward. Man, it has been a long time since we've seen this, eh? I don't think we've seen this at all as an announcement.
The time is now 10 p.m. Nighttime has officially begun. Killers, this is your chance to strike. Victims, you have my condolences.
Oh, thanks, Monokuma.
Will you sleep like a baby tonight, or sleep with the fishes?
Dude, too soon. Ryoma would be rolling in his grave if he could.
Either way, dream.
Yeah, thanks, big guy. Thanks a lot. No, I think that might have been the first fully voiced announcement in the game as well, because otherwise it's just been the Monocubs going on their stupid rambles.
It's nighttime. I would have been training.
I assume that's Maki.
Huh?
Before we talk to her, let's look at her report card. I say as if there was any suspense in that.
Kill the targets you've been told to kill. Doesn't matter if it's your friend from school or someone completely innocent. She explained it to me, saying that she is a killer, but she could be killed as well.
Yeah. That sort of links in with, like, the whole could be disposed of at any time thing, right? Like, Maki could be cut out at any point. You can certainly send an assassin after an assassin. You know, I guess if you wanna look at it that way, let's bring out Fire Emblem again. The whole Nino story in Fire Emblem 7. Like that whole thing. That's sort of, I feel like, the worst case scenario for Maki. Shit, Maki is kind of like a Jafar, ain't she? Huh. Huh. Yeah, I thought so.
Do you have a minute?
Maki, what's wrong?
Kaido asked me earlier to show him my research lab.
Oh.
Huh? Your lab? I might as well show him since I know he won't take no for an answer. So you have to come too.
Yep, she just leaves.
She wants me to go?
Yeah, you know, the three buddies, the three musketeers of V3. You know, you guys.
Maki invited me, so I should go.
Not really gonna have to walk all the way there. Jesus. Well, I should actually check my map, shouldn't I? See if anyone's standing around. Yeah, Kibo and Samugi. Shit. Himiko's the only one who's not out and about, which is sad. I mean, Kaito and Kokichi aren't, but Kokichi's, off being a fuckwit, and I'm sure Kaito is already at his place. How you doing, Samugi?
Samugi, what are you looking up at the sky for?
Oh, Shuichi. I was just looking at the stars a little. I remembered something Gonta said before.
What did Gonta say?
Remember? After Kurumi's trial.
Oh, now that she mentions it.
Oh yeah, he said something about the stars being different, didn't he? To what he's used to.
What's wrong, Gonta? Why are you staring up at the sky?
It just... Even when all this bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty. But stars here different. Not the same ones Gonta used to.
I was just thinking, the stars really are pretty. I can't tell the difference since I don't usually look at them, but they're pretty. I'd forgotten this feeling. With all the horrible things happening, I was always looking down. You're right. I need to thank Gonta.
Oh.
I need to thank Gonta.
You're right.
Hey, do you want to join me, Shuichi?
Sorry, there's something I have to take care of.
I see. Well, I'm gonna stay here a little while longer.
Yeah. That'd be nice to just sit here and stargaze, Very pretty sky, I will say. Very nice. And, don't really get that anymore. Not where I live, It's like, what? Is it light pollution that makes it hard to see the stars? But also just, there are a lot of clouds around anyway.
Shuichi!
It's already nighttime, Shuichi. What are you doing out and about at this hour?
I promised to meet up with Maki.
I see. Well, I have no intention of strictly upholding a curfew. Perhaps it's an old habit from my time on the student council that I felt like I had to ask. It was only a few days ago. Shit. Oh, he's right. Oh, that fucking sucks. It feels like we formed the student council with Angie ages ago.
A lot of things have happened since then. We haven't had a moment to relax.
At any rate, please be careful. Being out during nighttime could result in another murder. Especially now, when we don't know Kokichi's whereabouts.
You're right. I'll be careful.
Yeah. God damn, that hurts. You don't really think about that too often, right? Like how in quick succession all these murders actually happen. Because like only a few days pass between each, right? Like so much happens to these guys in the space of like 3 weeks. Because I feel like that's the longest these games really take, right? Like 3 weeks. Maybe not even. So you get like 3, maybe 4 days that happen in a chapter, right? I feel like Danganronpa 1 was a little bit longer than that. Sometimes you would just... Oh, I was about to go right past her lab. You sort of had like slightly longer days or whatever. Particularly when it came to investigations. Oh, fuck. Sad music. No! That's just gonna be awkward.
Sorry I'm late.
Hmm?
Okay.
Oh! So you came too?
Yeah. Silence. As if utterly bored by the painful silence, Maki started up a conversation. Can't believe those words just entered my head. Why did you ask to see my research lab so suddenly, Kaito?
Well, I just wanted to see what kind of weapons were here.
What? Why do you want to see my web?
You know...
Wow! There's a ton of stuff here! You use all these Maki roll?
I can't believe you're the second dumbass in this room to ask me that today.
I see.
Yeah, more or less.
So,
But there's no swords of any kind here. Japanese or Western, right?
That's true.
I don't use swords of any type, and after I botched a mission with a katana, I thought I told you that already.
I see. Either way, I don't feel like weapons really suit women.
I know what you mean, but you could have phrased that a little better.
Hey,
Can you explain why you wanted to see my weapons?
But yeah, I mean, actually, I guess I'm going with that. The army is sort of, for the longest time, always seen it that way too, right? Like, keep the women safe, out of war, out of violence. But I mean, to the I agree, sure, but I think we should keep everyone out of violence, not not even men. I don't think anyone should really be fighting. I suppose that's just human nature, isn't it? I suppose it's just animal nature. It's just that, whereas most other animals have maybe claws and teeth, we have fucking guns. So. Oh, didn't I tell you this morning? Got a plan figured out. Oh, what's in that black case over there?
As if backing away from the conversation, Kaido headed to the far bookcase.
so,
What's in it? Is it some kind of weapon?
If you want to know, why don't you open it?
Let's see.
Then Kaido pulled something from the black case.
What's this? It's a bunch of parts.
see.
It's a disassembled crossbow.
So when you put them together, they become a crossbow. It looks interesting. Hey, Maki, you teach me how to put it together?
Sure, whatever.
Sure, I don't mind.
Put this and this together.
Oh, oh, why is that so cute? Building weapons of violence with the squad. Oh. Oh, but that is real. Oh, that's the weirdest, sweetest thing I've ever seen. Or the weirdest thing to find sweet that I've ever seen. So what fucking color is Maki's hair? I feel like every time I see it in like a CG or like her portraits, it looks a little bit different. Because it kind of looks like Shuichi's blue there, but it also looks kind of green. Like normally I'd say she has like brownish black hair. Like I don't know.
like this?
And then put that other part in the opposite way.
So Jesus Christ, from this angle, her skirt is tiny,
Wait, that's wrong.
and yet it covers like the normal amount for a somewhat short skirt. Like,
Oh, my bad. It goes this way.
Then next it's
While watching those two, the memory of a similar scene came to my mind.
oh, oh no! Oh, you can't do me like that, Danganronpa! Oh, that really hurt. That's still really sweet, but that really hurt. Oh, oh,
Kaido's struggling while Maki gave him instructions. Eventually, they succeeded in putting together the crossbow.
great! Look how many kokichis I could shoot with this!
You really don't understand the gravity of my job, do you?
Oh, since I built it, it became an extra cool crossbow.
so what?
It doesn't matter who builds it, though.
That's right.
It seems like it's a bit complicated, but I think I can do it by myself next time.
Shuichi, do you want to learn too?
No.
No, it's alright. I sort of understand from watching anyway.
Oh no, you should have done it, Shuichi. Have a nice little bonding moment between all of you.
And then let's put it away. You can easily take it apart by reversing the steps.
Are you serious?
Wait, do I have to do it?
Who else is going to do it?
My bad.
Yeah, sorry, I don't feel too good again.
Huh?
Yeah, it seems like I'm not at 100%, so I'm gonna get back first.
Hey!
Yeah, peace! Too much work for me. Bye, guys! Fucking goddamn it, Kaito.
Ignoring Maki trying to stop him, Kaito fled the room.
Oh, I thought she was gonna pout, but I thought it'd be the one where she's like holding her bow.
I knew he wasn't the type to clean up, but I never thought he'd run away with a crappy lie. How frustrating. He's the worst. Well, that's just Kaito. You're the worst, too. Huh? I'm sure you know I invited you, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I do. You're trying to get Kaito and I to make up.
You don't know?
It's not like he hates you or anything, he's just being stubborn. But I just don't know what to say to him. I had no choice. Gunta, if I didn't do something, everyone would have died. I don't think it'd be right to apologize for that. I'm sorry, Maki. I just need more time. I didn't realize you two would require such high maintenance.
Well, I mean, it's a conflict of ideals. I get it. I get why it's hard to be like, but no, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Especially with Kaito, but like, I mean, Shuichi's right, but equally, I'm not going to tell Kaito to change his beliefs just because of this one scenario. But again, like, I don't think it would have been a problem if Kokichi hadn't been involved. Because, like, Kaito's pretty fervently been like, you know what? If I did kill him, Shuichi, don't hide from the truth. Tell everyone. Just do it. You know? I really think it was just the fact that Kokichi was so heavily involved that really fucked this up.
Sorry. But now that she mentions it, I didn't realize it either. I didn't realize Maki would be so concerned about us.
Of course she would! You guys are such good friends. Oh, it is really sweet, though. I love that Maki cares about these two so much.
Thank you, Maki. Yeah, whatever.
Aww. I love her. I love all these three.
In the end, I was the one who ended up disassembling the crossbow. After I'd finished, I returned to my room. Little bit of bonding with Maki off screen.
Yeah. No, it's not like we're gonna have many other times, are we? We finished free time events earlier. And based on Chapter 5 conventions, no more.
It's like always. I'm surrounded by problems. This academy is full of mysteries, and I'm worried about Kokichi. And then there's the thing with me and Kaito. I need to make up with him. For us, and for Maki.
Aw.
I fell asleep thinking about it.
Alright. Oh, fuck. No! Kaito! Oh, dude. Oh no, what? He wasn't just bullshitting!
Why? Me? Damn it. I'm running out of time. I can't die like this. Like how am I gonna die here? I still haven't gone to space. Damn it.
Recklessness is a beautiful thing. It's so beautiful, I want to print the words "reckless beauty" on a T-shirt. Because recklessness is the stuff that dreams are made of. It's what makes you run at full speed, with no regard for your limitations. It's what makes you excited by anything. Some say it's foolish, but recklessness is what causes new events to unfold. So while you're still alive, live your life so recklessly that it makes you immortal. And if haters laugh at you, let them. They just don't appreciate reckless beauty like you do.
Damn, words of wisdom. Here we go. I kind of thought I forgot that it wasn't ... burst. I thought we were jumping right into this. God. Himiko, I swear to fuck, if you turn up again, I'm gonna be pissed. Actually, based on the time, if Himiko turns up again, we're just gonna end the episode and start next time with the with the Love Hotel. Okay. And you know what? I have actually noticed that well, I haven't necessarily had a free time curse this time. 2 of the 3 people I've gone to the Love Hotel with have also died in that chapter, and the one who didn't was Himiko in chapter 2, and she was very deeply involved. Well, related to the case. So yeah, God, we don't have any options though. Oh, fuck. I sort of got lucky with Kyo and Miyu dying because like I don't have a chance to get them again. Oh, don't be Himiko, please. Please don't be Himiko. Don't. Okay. God why have we had so many Maki centric episodes in this Let's Play? I don't hate it. But I do like it. I love it a lot. You know what? Yeah, I'm down for this. Let's go, Maki. I hope this is wholesome. I hope this isn't weird, like Kyo's on me. Please go down Himiko route. I can't imagine Maki being like, you know, kinky. Not to the extent that Kyo and Miyu are.
Every time I come here, I play the role of their ideal, like some shared fantasy. Maki's ideal fantasy. I wonder what that could be like. Hey. Hey? I still don't know anything. Even after we've been together for over 10 years.
Oh, is her. Oh. Her ideal relationship is just having a relationship. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Please don't spin it. Please don't make it weird. Just have it be that.
10 years? Right before you entered elementary school, you came to the orphanage. Remember?
Oh, okay. Oh, no, okay. I thought they were going to be like adults or some shit. And that was like her fantasy. No, oh no, she just means that they've been like friends. Oh, it's kind of like going down that Miyu avenue. Okay. Don't be weird, please.
Yeah, I remember. You see, Maki and I are friends from the orphanage. But she said that we were together for over 10 years, right? Perhaps that means, in this fantasy, Maki never became an assassin.
Of course she didn't. Because that would be her ideal. Ah, Maki, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this world that you want only exists in your dreams. I'm sorry.
Hey, Maki. This might sound weird, but we've been together all this time?
That's right.
Yeah. Why are you asking me weird questions? It doesn't seem like she's lying. I suppose she really isn't an assassin. Well, if this is Maki's fantasy, that means
That's what she wants. Yeah.
What's up with you? You've been acting really strange lately.
I know that's not a revelation, but just having it be here like that in a situation for her ideal, like, that's just fucking depressing.
No, it's nothing. I don't know why you're making that face. I don't get you. Do you think that you should?
Aww. I love Maki's like surprised faces. They're so cute.
Did I say something? Maki is blushing. What happened?
Because
I didn't know you thought about things like that. This whole time, I never noticed. Things like that.
hey,
You're the worst. You're the worst ever. What? Where did this come from?
It's alright, Shuichi. She's just being soon.
what is it?
What are you trying to get me to say? It's all because you said that when we played house. The younger kids are copying us. I said something. Oh, what was it? Oh no! I don't know what I said! Maki, please! You're usually so unreliable. Then you had to say that all of a sudden. What a pain.
Wow, not only did you incorporate something you usually say to Shuichi, you also incorporated one of Himiko's catchphrases. Damn, Maki. Now, I'm not going to read into that line too much now. I don't think that Shuichi in any way would be Maki's ideal, but okay, don't get me wrong. I do think she likes him, just not, in the setting of the Love Hotel. I'm sure she likes him a lot. Same with Kaito.
You said you didn't want to play house anymore, but instead start a real family. When did you start thinking about that? I never even noticed it before.
I said what? At my age?
That means you and I. Well, you must have said that seriously, knowing the type of guy you are. You don't lie. You would never do anything to make someone sad.
I'm not going to look into it. I'm not going to look into that.
I already know that. I wasn't with you this long just for your looks.
I don't know why that's funny, but that's it just tickles me.
That's why
I think largely based on what I was not thinking before.
Maki stopped pouring her heart out and looked down. Maki, what's wrong? Give me your hand. My hand? Like this? Maki squeezed her hands around mine, as if trying to envelop it.
Oh!
This is definitely strange. When I think about you, when I hold your hand, when I touch you, I'm happy, but I'm scared. I'm satisfied with so little, but at the same time, I want more. I don't understand. This is the first time I've ever felt this way.
I felt Maki's hands tighten around mine.
Hey, Shuichi. There's still a lot I don't understand, but I'm certain about some things. I don't want to let you go. I'll stay by your side forever, close enough to hold your hand. I want to cuddle, just the two of us. If this is what families do, then I want to do that. That's what it means to love, right? Maki. Well,
Why is this so wholesome? Sorry, Himiko. This is my favorite one so far. I fucking love this. This is so cute.
After you said you wanted to start a family, I thought about it. You're my friend from the orphanage. You've always been there for me. That's normal, but not at the same time.
because
You think about me, I think about you too. We stayed together after all this time. This is probably just a miracle, but miracles turn to false hope eventually. Maki stared into my eyes. Her gaze was so serious, so resolute. I felt it in my bones.
I don't want to lose anything. You or this feeling.
This is also just really sad. Because I feel like Maki doesn't think she could ever have something like this. You know? That really fucking sucks. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's why I want you to promise me. Not just a marriage proposal, but something that lets me feel more.
Maki had made her decision. I needed to make mine. I took a breath to prepare my heart, then nodded with a smile.
Oh, I loved that! That was so wholesome! Oh, Maki! Oh, I fucking love her. Oh, she's so sweet. She's so sweet. I love her. She's not dethroned Himiko quite yet, but she could. It's possible. We could have a best girl upheaval.
This is an announcement from the Ultimate Academy.
That's never happened before, but it could.
Rise and shine, kiddos. It's another gorgeous day for a killing game. So get out there, embrace your homicidal urges, and have a fabulous day.
Love the delivery on that.
And have a fabulous day.
What? Is it morning already? Last night with Maki. Was that a dream? I can still see her eyes. I'm sure everyone is gathered in the dining hall. I should go too.
Oh, well. Hope you enjoyed that, because I sure did. That was so good. I loved that. Oh my fucking god. I love Maki so much. Oh god, if anything happens to her, or Kaito, or Shuichi, or Himiko, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And something is definitely gonna happen to at least one of them. And I have a feeling that Himiko is the only one off the chopping block. Oh my god. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye. We won't have an episode as cute as this ever again. We got very lucky with Chapter 5 early, because Chapter 5, it's not going to be cute from here on out, I can tell you that. Anyway, yeah. See you guys in the next one.